Can non-Tesla EVs use Tesla Superchargers? Yes, select non-Tesla EVs can use Tesla Superchargers, but it's not universal. Access depends on regional partnerships, vehicle compatibility, primarily CCS2 connectors, and supercharger station capabilities like V3 stations and some V2 with adapters. As of late 2025, Tesla has opened portions of its supercharger network to other EVs to boost revenue and network utilization. To use Tesla Superchargers with a non-Tesla EV, your vehicle must first support CCS2 charging connectors. CCS2 is the European standard for fast charging that combines AC and DC charging in one plug. Most modern electric vehicles built after 2020 support CCS2, including models from Audi, BMW, Ford, Hyundai, Kia, Mercedes-Benz, Polestar, and Volkswagen. Tesla maintains an official list of supported non-Tesla models on their website and within the Tesla app. This list is regularly updated as new partnerships are formed and vehicle compatibility is verified. You can access this list by downloading the Tesla app and navigating to the non-Tesla charging section. Not all Tesla Superchargers are equipped to handle non-Tesla vehicles. Only the V3 Superchargers, which are the latest high-speed stations capable of up to 250 kilowatts charging, support non-Tesla EVs. Some older V2 superchargers can work with adapters, but compatibility is limited and speeds are slower. Always check the Tesla app for station compatibility before planning your trip. To find superchargers that support non-Tesla vehicles, open the Tesla app and use the map feature. Compatible stations are clearly marked and will show as available for non-Tesla charging. The app provides real-time status, including whether the station is operational and has available stalls. To get started, download the Tesla app from the App Store for iOS or Google Play for Android. It's completely free to download and use. Once downloaded, open the app and create a free Tesla account. You'll need to provide an email address and create a password to sign in. After signing in, navigate to the non-Tesla charging section within the app. This is where you'll set up access to Tesla Superchargers. In the non-Tesla charging section, link your vehicle by providing its vehicle identification number, or VIN. The VIN is a unique 17-character code that identifies your specific vehicle. After entering the VIN, the app will verify your vehicle and connect it to the Tesla charging network. This enables payment processing and vehicle identification when you use Tesla Superchargers. Use the Tesla app's map to find nearby superchargers that support non-Tesla vehicles. The app shows compatible stations with clear markers. Navigate to the chosen supercharger location using your vehicle's GPS or the app's directions. At the station, plug in your EV using the CCS2 cable provided. This standardized connector ensures compatibility. Initiate the charging session through the Tesla app by selecting the Start Charging option. Monitor the charging progress and estimated completion time within the app interface. The app provides real-time updates on your session. Non-Tesla users pay a premium compared to Tesla owners. As of 2025, rates can be around 45 cents per kilowatt hours in the US, compared to 25 to 0.35 cents for Tesla vehicles. Idle fees apply if you leave your vehicle plugged in after charging is complete. Some Polestar owners have reported saving 30% on charging costs compared to public DC fast chargers, enabling longer road trips. Check the app for current pricing at your chosen location. Not all Tesla Superchargers support non-Tesla EVs. Only V3 stations and some V2 stations with adapters allow access for non-Tesla vehicles. Charging speeds may be slightly slower for non-Tesla vehicles, reaching up to 250 kilowatts compared to Tesla's 300 kilowatt maximum. Features like seamless navigation integration are limited in the Tesla app for non-Tesla vehicles. You'll have basic charging controls, but not the full Tesla experience. Access and pricing can vary by region due to partnerships and regulations. In the US, over 500 stations support non-Tesla charging but with higher fees. Europe has growing access, while Asia lags behind. Polestar 2 owners were among the first non-Tesla drivers to access Tesla Superchargers back in 2022. Using the Tesla app, they can plan and execute long road trips with ease. For example, a Polestar owner in the US reported completing a 400-mile journey using multiple superchargers, saving time compared to public chargers and enabling seamless travel across states. Audi e-tron drivers in North America have utilized Tesla Superchargers since 2023. They report charging speeds up to 150 kilowatts, allowing for quick stops during cross-state trips. However, some users have noted occasional app glitches, such as connection issues. A 2024 case study showed an e-tron owner in California completing a journey using Tesla stations with reliable performance despite minor app hiccups. Hyundai Ioniq 5 owners in Europe have switched to Tesla Superchargers for their reliability. Studies from 2025 show that 20% of Hyundai EV users prefer Tesla stations over competitors due to consistent performance and faster charging. For instance, an Ioniq 5 driver in Germany completed a 500-kilometer journey using 15 Tesla Superchargers seamlessly, highlighting the network's dependability. Similarly, Kia EV6 owners in Europe benefit from Tesla Superchargers' reliability. Research indicates increased user satisfaction with steady charging speeds and minimal downtime. A case study from the UK involved an EV6 driver using Tesla stations for a long trip, reporting better reliability than public alternatives and contributing to higher adoption rates. The trend is toward increased EV charging interoperability, driven by regulatory pressures and industry collaborations. Tesla is expected to fully open its network by 2026-2027, possibly adopting universal standards like CCS2 for all stations. Elon Musk has hinted at integrating with third-party apps for a unified experience. Expect wider adoption, reduced EV adoption barriers, and a potential acceleration towards a 40% EV market share globally by 2030.